Welcome. You're listening to the Rut and River Pursuits podcast. Join our epic pro staff around the sonic campfire for stories and adventures from our eastern mountains to the Chesapeake Salt. Let our highs and lows inspire you to take to the outdoors.
Good morning, this is Uncle Catfish, and you're listening to the Rut and River Pursuits podcast. It is Saturday morning. We're not normally podcasting on a Saturday morning, but we got an epic show for you here at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
We've done early podcasts before, but this is
been a while. This is Leanna already made us an epic breakfast, which was fancy, and I loved it.
Huevos rancheros.
Best muffins I've had in a long time.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Mixed berry muffins.
So I'm Catfish.
I'm Kyle. I'm Steve.
I'm Will.
And it's Uncle Buck.
Absolutely. New stuff this week. I'm excited. Me and my brother Will and Sammy, when he gets done trout fishing, are going to go to Brickersville Shoot up at the Boy Scout camp here in Brickersville, Pennsylvania. We have multiple 3D course today. I think they have 5, maybe in 6, including the raccoon shoot at night with headlamps.
Yeah,
So,
and big old auction.
big auction, and just a really good time. They got some food trucks and vendors, and
I got to get cash.
yeah, I'm stoked. What a great time. It's up through the beautiful mountains, and their course is really well set up. Yeah. They have pro stakes and the regular like 30 and under stakes for guys, and women and children's stakes to shoot from. So it's awesome.
Also a bit of a blessing here. I mean, I know that we've been doing it probably for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
And this is like the second year it's ever been nice.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty beautiful. It's nice out
It's
today.
Typically raining. It's like the first day of trout. It's it's either,
And we just got over like monsoon weather. Last year hit on a monsoon weekend. Like 40-mile-an-hour winds and rain. You couldn't shoot it last year anyhow. So
is this event a competition, or is it just a fun shoot?
No, it's not a competition. I mean, all archers can be pretty competitive about it.
Guys make it that.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see high-end, fancy 3D bows to your, normal guy running around with a longbow.
You see the newest, latest, greatest people. It's high-end everything. Some guys are just blinged out.
Yeah.
And then you see a guy with a 20-year-old Martin.
Yeah.
But everybody's not. I mean, they don't throw it in your face.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
I blacked my bow out for this. She got a new paint job. She's going ninja stealth mode.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So, and hopefully maybe joining us today, too, is Kurt from Face-Ev Studios. He's going to come up and take some pictures for us. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's signed on with us to be our professional photographer, going
That's
forward.
awesome.
So,
yeah,
very excited about
Thanks.
that. And,
Isn't this shooting, all the benefits go towards the
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
right? Yeah, Camp Mac.
If you've never been to their camp up there, it's quite impressive. Like it's a big camp anyhow. But the trails that go through their camp, like you'll be out in the middle of the mountains in the middle of nowhere, hearing turkeys, a coyote, so you're way out there, and then all of a sudden you'll run into this awesome like amphitheater where they do stuff like with the Boy Scouts in the middle of nowhere, and it's like outbuildings, and it's a very cool place. It's
ponds and
And then the auction afterwards is the 3D targets that they had already.
Exactly. They have not only the 3D targets that they use, like towards the end of the day before the night raccoon shoot, they will go out and gather up all the targets, and they'll bring them down to this big pavilion, and then they'll auction them off. And they may, like last year when it rained, they barely got any arrows in them. So they're probably 90% brand new, if not 95 plus, and you can buy them at a fraction of the price. Targets, really archery equipment, clothing.
Lots of donations.
Flashlight, you name it. They could be anything.
That's a good deal for everybody.
And it's fun. Fun to sit in the auction, raise your hand, and be like, yeah, I want that.
Little auctioneer going, and
they have corn dogs.
So catfish is in heaven.
Catfish heaven. Heaven on earth.
I'm surprised they can get you to ever leave that place then.
Well, it's once a year. So
when they run out of corn dogs, that's when he leaves.
Mm-hmm. I was supposed to be at work today. Took the day off for this.
No, you're sick. Did you take the day off, or were you?
No, I had a lady work for me.
Legit. Okay.
Yeah,
you don't know what he has to do to get.
You don't want it now.
No. I've had to tell this lady I loved her like 8 times this week. Tell me you love me. I'm like, I love you. I love you. Just work Saturday for me. Tell me you love me. I love you.
Know what else? Tracy Groves called this, what was it, about 2 weeks ago with these freaking turkeys.
Yeah.
that's right.
The past week, I've seen
They're on fire.
more turkeys than I've seen all year.
It's like clockwork.
Yeah. It's crazy. So good call on that one, Tracy.
We still have, 2 weeks till the season opens
April
here, right?
29th.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the youth mentor, was that a week ahead?
Next week.
Next week or 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So
April 29th would be our opener.
our opener, but then there's the youth mentor
The week
is
before.
The week before.
They'll have, Tracy's right. I think they'll probably be in phase 2 by the time we open
Whatever.
the weekend.
I don't even know. They're probably already.
They'll be so
They're
tired.
probably wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be resting.
We're going to have to go buy a
We're going to
butterball.
have to get Sarah Gaffney out and chase him with the dogs.
Yeah. That's about it.
Oh, man. So, one other thing new for me, because it was my weekend to work, I usually have Monday off because I work till midnight, Saturday, Sunday. And this Monday I have off, and I have talked to a few of my friends, maybe one, to go fishing with. So we're going to go down and try to catch some rockfish stripers again, and it'll be a good time.
I got a feeling we're going to hammer them.
Yes. Yeah, as long as the bait vending machine doesn't rip me off 3 times again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember about those outhouses.
I was just going
I know where they're at. Oh, man. I know where they're at now.
You're better than me, Catfish. I would have been punching a hole through that vending machine.
Oh, it's frustrating.
I did it to me before.
Lacey said, "What did you spend $70-some on?" It says, "How many candy bars are you eating?" Because it says vending machine Mac, blah blah blah. And I went, "Don't you worry about it."
Got like 2
She thought I was at the hospital binge eating candy bars.
That's a lot of Snickers. You got like what one box of clam snouts or something like that for $70.
Yeah, because that's what was in there. So I hit that button. I was like, "Give me something."
Oh man.
That's expensive clam.
Speaking of that, you open them, they thaw out, and then you reshut them, and then the container smells no matter what you do.
Yeah?
And so I forgot it. I put it back in Hagerstown Grandma's freezer because I was going to bring it home and just cut them up small, see if I couldn't catch some crappies on it, or just to try something new. And yeah, they're in Grandma's freezers.
Hope she doesn't pull them out for dinner.
Yeah,
Clam snaps.
They stunk. I had to throw them White River gloves out. They just couldn't get the smell.
Oh, that's the worst.
What part of the clam is the snout anyway?
I'll just go ahead. I've never heard of its clam snout.
I'm not sure.
I knew you were going to have a follow-up question that nobody knows.
I would picture how the snail has a shell on the back, and you see his little tail come out. In the cartoons, his head comes up. He has these little antennas. I think clams have the same thing, but like a pelican beak on them. I don't know. I'm making this stuff up, but if you cut that beak off, I think that's a clam snout.
We'll have to,
they have this weird part on them because they're about that big in the container. They're about an inch long.
Okay.
I thought clams were an inch long. So.
Yeah.
We'll have to give somebody that research topic for the next podcast.
Whoever eats clams out there, please call in or go on.
Send us a picture of your snout.
Yeah. Maybe that's
help us out here.
Maybe that's the unedible part. I don't know.
Hashtag clam snouts.
Oh, man.
I tried them. I didn't get nothing.
We'll send you something if you can get us a nice picture of a clam snout.
Send you a beautiful booyah spinnerbait.
Yes, we have a few of those around, and maybe we'll give some of them away soon. We'll give a spinnerbait giveaway soon.
We got to do another giveaway.
Yeah.
So, what kind of show do we have today, guys?
I'm excited.
Big show.
I ran out already this year with the kayak.
Yeah.
I was, with the kayak, it's tough. They have a bunch of different systems for small boats to, try to find fish, find where you're at, GPS, and there's a few systems out there, but you got to put through a shoot-through hull or mount a sonar to your hull. And
do people cut their kayaks?
They do. That and they epoxy it with a shoot-through, and then you need a battery, like a small car battery, a motorcycle battery to run some of these fish finders and deep sonars off of them to just run off the kayak. So we found an amazing company that does awesome work. Their product literally runs with no big cell battery, and we're going to talk about how that works today. And it's ideal for bank fishing, bridge fishing, and kayak fishing. I can't say enough about how much I love to have it on the kayak.
Yeah.
It's changed the way I fish. So, yeah.
So what is it?
So I'm going to introduce our guest today from Lithuania. Mr. Lukas is on the phone from Deeper. Hey, Lukas.
Hello guys. How are you?
Good. Nice to have you on the show, buddy.
Good to be here.
So it is like, say, 8:30ish or something where we're at. What time is it there in Lithuania, Lukas?
It's about 3:30 p.m.
Awesome.
So I'm finished with my day. My day while you beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Deeper Systems is what I'm really excited about, and we're going to get into that company, those products. But tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? And do you have family? Where do you work at? Do you do anything else other than the Deeper, things like that?
Well, as you said, I'm from Lithuania, which is Northern Europe. It's just being classified as that. And so actually I spent minority of my adult life here in Lithuania, to be honest. And after high school, I went to uni in Scotland and then lived in UK for a bit. And then only come back to Lithuania, actually done my military service, and now working with Deeper.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Very cool. Was the military, was that something that, I don't know, it's volunteer here. Is it something you volunteered for?
Well, it actually reintroduced draft training.
Gotcha.
Because all the mess happening in the East. Mm-hmm. So, pretty much it is 9 months, just draft training, basics. So, I just want to come back to Lithuania. I found an excuse for it, so I just went for it.
Sure.
Awesome.
I want to get you back on the phone as well on another podcast at another time just to talk about Scotland. So,
all right.
Yes.
I spent 4 years there, so I have quite a bit to say there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
So do you have family over there?
Well, actually, I am single, but I do have family, obviously.
You hear that, ladies?
Ladies out there
looking for a Lithuanian man?
Yeah, Lukas.
Search no more.
We found him for you.
entrepreneur.
He can.
Okay.
You can run away to Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Scotland was my student time, so you can only imagine how it was happening there. I was happy there, so I actually consider Scotland as my second home to Lithuania. So I'm always happy to go back there, see all the friends and everything, and just relive the experiences I had there. So
awesome.
But
that's great.
As myself, I am single. I just have my blood relatives, so to speak. So
gotcha.
On the family part.
So the Deeper company that I'm stoked about. How long have you been working for Deeper?
Been working for Deeper for half a year, or maybe more actually now. It was something about summer I actually joined them. So I'm relatively fresh to them, but super excited with everything where the company is going. Just actually, I am really proud to be part of this team.
Yeah,
awesome. How'd you find them?
Actually, how to put it? I've heard from friends who know somebody working at Deeper that they're looking for a manager for U.S. market, and then through all the connections, I actually got in.
Yeah,
awesome. I just applied, went through interviews and everything. So it was great.
You know a guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the modern world. You have to know that guy.
Yeah.
Amen.
You have to know that guy.
Somebody in Lithuania said, we need a guy. And somebody else said, I know a fishing god that catches everything.
Yeah.
I know the best fisherman in town. Let's call him up. It's Lukas. So what's your role over at Deeper, Lukas?
Well, I applied for sales manager's position, so I'm working with the sales team. I'm specializing with North America in particular, so USA and Canada at this point. But the main focus actually is on developing Deeper Heroes program in in North America.
That's us.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed you are.
I'm a hero.
We can be your hero, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I ran into you guys. So
Yeah. Well, you
it's quite fun adventure to hear.
And everybody says to us, "How did you find that deeper, heroes program?" And we're like, "We know a guy."
Yeah, we know a guy.
We know a guy.
Exactly.
The same way Lukas got his job. Somebody said, "Who's the best fisherman in North America?" And we know some guys.
Yeah, Lukas says,
Exactly.
"We found our two pursuits."
Yeah.
Yep, indeed.
It's that simple, everyone.
Yeah. It's
Just you got to know a guy.
Yeah.
the next time I go to Scotland and I don't know anybody, and I go out, I'm going to go, wait, I know a guy.
Yeah.
Lukas is going to drive right on over to Scotland. You can be there in a few hours, can't you?
Yeah, it's like 2-hour flight for me, so I can be there quicker than you are.
Nice, I'll say. We got to hop across the pond, as you said.
That's how long it takes
Yeah,
to get to
exactly.
the podcast studio.
We'll bring our podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry, for me to actually get home now, it takes me about sometimes 2 hours, 2.5 from where I live to my parents' house. So for me, it's like, it was quicker to go to Scotland. Yeah.
Wow.
So let's switch gears, talk a little bit about the actual sonar, Deeper Smart Sonar system, Lukas. How does the system work? What's it do? Give us a brief rundown over that.
Okay. So as you said, Deeper is a sonar. We specialize as a portable sonar, and I believe we were one of the first in the market to actually do it, with the emphasis on bank fishermen. And it works pretty much actually at its basics just as regular traditional sonar that you have on the boats. So in that small ball, you have, I believe it's 0.4 inch thick transducer, which sends the echo down the water and then reads the reflection back. And the whole hardware and software just interprets and analyzes all the data you receive, and then you see everything on the phone, just on the traditional sonar. So
That's incredible. It's tiny. I mean, it's not. I mean,
It looks like a Christmas bulb, and it's about the same weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't weigh anything. It's nice.
yeah, exactly. So our R&D guys are really geniuses on that part. So just make everything fit in that small ball, as you said. Yeah.
And I've actually personally got to use the system already. Lukas and those guys sent us some, and I've got to use it, like I said, off the kayak and the bank both. The technology behind what you're actually looking at, like when you get it in your hand, you wouldn't believe the readback that the sonar has over, a smartphone via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Just phenomenal. And it wasn't like I was drifting along. I told this story, I think. I was drifting along in a kayak, had it in the water, drifting down Lake Mead, and I was in like 23, 24 feet, something like that of water, and I just came across a pile of winter crappies, and it blanked out the screen. Like I found the crappies, and they were at 17 feet off the bottom. That's the day I tried to drop anchor and fish, and my line was too short with an 18-foot, anchor, which was frustrating. So the Deeper system had me hooked because I knew where to be, but I couldn't be there.
Have you seen any structure? I mean, you know that lake as good as anybody there. Did you see anything new?
There's a sunken rowboat over in front of Logan's Graham's old place. There's 3 rock piles that are very distinct that a lot of guys fish for crappies, perch. And I floated over them in purpose to look at it. And I've had, $2,000 sonars before, and a bunch of that were, and everything up from your $99 ones and up on different boats throughout the years. And Deeper system has every bit as much detail as anything I've ever used.
Yeah.
I actually saw the rock piles. They were on point exactly where they should have been in real time. I used the ice flasher mode on it too, and I had a very, very small jig, and it picked it up in 18 feet of water. I could watch the jig bouncing up and down off the bottom So as far as detail goes, and what
that's
you get,
like it's all in one. You don't need
anything. You need your phone and that little ball.
Jeez.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how we say it's like one device for every type of fishing.
So,
and I was really impressed real quick with the battery life. I thought, okay, this thing's not going to last very long because I had it out in the cold water. I mean, it was still, for all intents and purposes, here we should have still had ice.
it was winter.
It was it was February.
Yeah.
So and the thing lasted. I was out for 4 hours, and I think I used like 8% battery life in that cold water. Actually, my phone died much quicker because my old phone died much quicker than it did. And I was really interested to ask you too, Lukas. I take it if I wanted a bigger screen, I could, I guess, hook that to a tablet.
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, just Deeper runs with any device that has iOS, so either iPhone or iPad, or Android. So you can use any Samsung tablet that has Android or smartphone. So yeah, pretty much it's linked with the software, not the device itself.
Sure.
Smartphone, tablet. So yeah, if you have iOS or Android, yeah, you will be able to use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, bigger screen might be a better idea. So yeah.
And the software itself didn't like eat up a pile of memory on my phone. The app itself that I downloaded took literally seconds to download. And it's super simple to use. 100
megabytes, yeah.
Yeah, it's super simple to use. It's user friendly. It was very quick to learn.
Yeah.
And you can, and I'll let Lukas tell you, but you can bounce between different settings on it. A lot more simpler than some of the high end fish finders on the market, the sonars on the market. That can be very confusing.
Sure.
Well, we consider ourselves and name ourselves as consumer electronics company, so we just trying the best actually to make our consumers happy. So that's why everything is simple and thought out.
Well, you've made a couple of my friends happy, Lukas.
Well, I'm really happy to hear that.
I mean, the day that I had it in my hands, I caught fish with it, and so. It was just that impressive. It was that easy to use.
So it definitely works.
Yeah. The day after. You gave it to me at like 12 o'clock at night. Yeah. So the day after.
It may have been the same day.
It may have been the same day.
Because it was late at night. Yeah.
Now, Lukas, you guys are pretty diverse with your phone app, but you guys also offer different models of the Deeper system, right?
Yes, indeed.
Can you explain like the different models and how some of the differences between them?
So at this point, the Deeper sonar has 3 different models. So it's Deeper Smart Fish Finder 3.0, Pro, and Pro Plus. Main difference is the connectivity system. 3.0 has Bluetooth. Actually, it's the device that everything started from. It's our pretty much pioneer in the portable fish finder for Deeper. And Pro and Pro Plus are wireless sonars. And differences, so for example, Deeper 3.0 scans 7 times per second, that transducer I mentioned before. Mm-hmm. So it's 7 times per second sending the sound down, and Pro and Pro Plus scanning 15 times per second. So it can pick up twice as much of data, and because it's Wi-Fi, it can actually transfer it to your phone quicker and better, so you get more fluid and more.
So
what?
That's awesome.
So we have the Pro and the Pro Plus models over here.
Yeah.
And the range on the 3.0, that's Bluetooth connected, correct?
Yes, it's Bluetooth. And
what kind of range do you get?
A cast range is about 130 feet, but it's being Bluetooth, so it's iffy in that way because it's Bluetooth. So if you have clear day, 130 feet shouldn't be the problem. But if there's a fog or anything, so Bluetooth starts acting like this because it's Bluetooth.
How about the Wi-Fi connected models? What is the range on those?
Wi-Fi range reaches 330 feet, and it's less susceptible to any like conditions of like fogs and rain or anything like that. So pretty much you have a rock solid connection up to 330 feet.
That takes a good bit to cast that far, anyways.
I was just going to make that point.
I've never cast that far.
Yeah.
So I think my record was like 30 meters or so. 30 meters, so it's like, what, 100 feet for you?
Yeah. That's still pretty good.
I was actually a little hesitant the first time I casted it from the bank.
Does it make you nervous?
It did make me nervous. I actually, Lukas, I made a designated fishing rod just for my deeper system, and it has 80-pound braid on it, and a 90-pound barrel swivel. And so when I chucked that bugger out in the lake the first time, it was I was a little nervous. But you know what?
Hauling up cinder blocks with that.
I was just really impressed because it drifted with the wind a little bit with the lake, so it actually downscanned structure and everything. As I'm watching, so I casted it out to the left, knowing it was going to drift to the right.
Yeah.
And I just set that rod down, sat back for the first 5 minutes of fishing, and watched what was going on. Whereas I could waste an hour trying to find a group of crappies or perch by just moving up and down the bank, casting a different depths and how far out. It can literally save you hours of guesswork whenever, time's short after work when you're going fishing.
Catfish, correct me if I'm wrong, but just like you were alluding to, casting and a couple of times from reeling back, the deeper system will map that lake for you as you cast back and add those pictures together.
Yeah, and that's it. This podcast is way too short to tell you
to do this justice.
This system justice. I mean, it literally will chart plot. It'll save spots where you found fish if you want to.
It's full on navionics.
It's a navionics in a small. I call it the crystal ball. It'll tell you everything you want to know
with an ice fishing flasher.
Which is that to me was the big selling point, is the fact that I could take an ice.
Yeah. Just to add to that mapping, it's worth actually pointing out this Pro Plus only doing that if you're casting from shore, because it has GPS. Yeah. The only product from deeper Pro Plus has GPS. So yeah, if you on correct fishing mode on your app, so you can map out all your lake or pond or anything, and can see it later on what's happening underwater.
I'm not sure how it works like with fads in Lithuania, but here, like back in the day, it goes through different things. Like Flavor Flav had this giant clock on his chest, and like you weren't anybody unless you were Flavor Flav, like with this giant clock or big. Now it's like you sent me a pouch with a lanyard that the deeper system actually fits in this tiny little padded pouch over my chest. It lays right like where a pair of binoculars were. And when I walk out bank fishing now, you just ain't nobody unless you have a deeper system on your chest.
We starting to
Flavor Flav. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I got to tell you guys a story here. The
Adidas with no shoestrings.
Yeah, it's it.
About a year and a half ago, I was before I bought our first deeper system. Was trying to figure out what to get, because we have a short ice fishing season here in Pennsylvania. So I didn't want to, go crazy and buy, spend $2,000 on an ice fishing flasher. But I had an idea, and I remember talking with my wife one night, saying, it'd be great if somebody had a portable sonar system that you could use to map out a lake, because you've got GPS, you got depth, with the sonar system, and a GPS with a phone. And I fish a lot of small lakes in Pennsylvania here, and there just isn't, nobody's taking the time to put maps together of these small lakes. There's just not enough, big enough market for it. So about 3 months later, I realized that Deeper had stolen my idea.
Straight up, Lukas did it.
Somehow they had a microphone in my house or something like that when I was talking, or maybe my wife sent it to them. I don't know.
Actually, it's a chip in your head.
It's a chip in my head. And that's really what
conspiracy
with a rock solid Wi-Fi system.
Out to 300 some feet.
Yeah, and
you can get that from the street.
But that's what sold me on it, was having this ability, like Catfish said, or Kyle said or maybe it was Phil. I don't know. One of you guys just said, about the ability to make the maps, and that's got to be, one of the top 2 or 3 things for me with this system is to be able to map out a small lake or a big lake or whatever, and be able to refer back to that. At any time.
When they talk about the deeper engineers, they're actually talking about you.
The mind hacking they did. Yeah. I like to think it was.
We never give away our intelligence layer. So maybe you have that chip in your head. So don't tell anybody. Actually, on a more serious topic, you mentioned maps. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but we launching also new data management software, web browser type software, Lakebook. Actually, you will be able to see all the maps you mapped out with your Deeper through your computer browser.
I did see that.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
How does that work, Lukas?
Well, basically what you do, either you map out with your boat mode or GPS onshore mode the appropriate area of water. And then when you're at home with Wi-Fi, you just can upload all the data to the cloud. And then we will pick it up from there on, and we'll put on the maps in that Lakebook. So you will be able to see the depths, how change it, the coordinates there, and which, well, I have to put it. You'll see the whole map. You can print it out, or download the raw version for your other softwares and stuff like that. So just basically through the cloud, we'll just get the data, and then we'll just put it down on the map.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So we touched on a little bit about the different modes. I'm not sure if we hit them all. I think there's 3 modes that the system operates in, right?
Modes, you mean like fishing modes?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. So you can have a standard mode, just basic sonar, and that's it. Then you have a boat mode when you can attach it with your flex arm or your line or whatever to your boat, and then you can at the same time you're mapping out the lake. So on your left side of the screen, you're seeing where you already been, what you mapped out, and then on the right you see the standard modes readings. Pretty much as you go along, you can see what's happening underneath you. And there's ice fishing mode. What you mentioned is as traditional flasher. And also altogether you can have flasher on the one side. And then if you more into standard mode readings, for example, I never used flasher. I am better reading at the standard mode screen. So just turn on the flasher and just usually look at the standard mode's side.
Yeah. Nice. I like the standard mode in the ice fishing. Flash.
You can see how the fish moves, how your jig moves properly with the history, instant history of what's happening, so you can play better there. And that's actually the 4th mode is that GPS onshore for Pro Plus.
Yeah.
So it's actually 4 modes of
what I really like, Lukas, too, is the fact that not only can I see it as it's happening, but I can stop fishing and come up here to the podcast and show the guys. I could replay it as when the fish comes up to take my jig. I can actually go ahead and replay it and show the guys what happened, what I saw as it was happening.
Exactly. Yeah, we're quite proud that actually we're storing all the history, so you can always see what's happening, so you don't have to scan every time, or just share some awesome story with your fellas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there, Lukas. It seems like you guys have thought of a lot of different...
Stevie thought of a lot of different things for this thing.
Yeah. It seems like... but you guys have a lot of stuff tied up into these sonar systems. How long has Deeper actually been around? Because, you guys have some great innovation I feel like you guys are a fairly newer company. And you guys have done a lot of things right so far.
Definitely new to us.
Yeah.
Actually, last month, Deeper as a company celebrated 5 years. Wow. So 5 years we are here, but the actual Deeper was on the market. I don't want to make a lie or anything, but something like 3 years,
Okay.
more or less. Yeah, because the company launched as a startup, and they had this idea exactly of the portable sonar. Okay, let's make it. Let's do it. Smart technology, and they were developing the Deeper itself for like a year and a half and 2 years, working out all the bugs and making everything possible. So yeah, it was officially launched for end users in 2014, I believe.
So you guys have
yes.
definitely made a big splash
Yeah.
in the fishing
Yeah,
industry.
we know.
Absolutely.
We noticed. Yeah, actually, we came in
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
And
I love using the deeper puns actually in the sentences. Anyway, but yeah, actually, we did make a big splash, and actually in 2016, CS awarded the Deeper 3.0 as best innovation for wireless handset category. If I remember all the words correctly. So yeah, we pretty much were, well, not best in the US, but we have the whole cabinet of the best in the Netherlands, best in Australia, best in Russia, best in UK, and best in US, and all that kind of stuff.
in
So
the world.
I can't believe, becoming like a
yeah, pretty much best portable sonar in the world.
in the world.
He's the best around.
So I can't believe, like, within 5 years you're a global company because of the product, because of what it does. That is just epic.
It speaks
crazy.
for itself. It speaks for. I mean, it works that
Our
well.
management is one small group of crazy fellas who actually have a big dream and just don't stop for anything. So they just had this dream to actually make it successful, and they just worked like hell to actually make it happen. And you now see the results. So yeah, it's all due to these guys actually.
I'm glad you guys aren't in the podcast business.
Yeah.
Will you run us out of
town.
yeah. Jeez.
Hey, Lucas, riding the wave off of your big splash, I've noticed now there's some other competitors with similar products out there. What makes Deeper stand out compared to these others that are now coming out that I'm seeing?
Well, actually, in the short terms, actually, I'll put it as you already mentioned, the level of detail you actually receive from Deeper. We take quite a big pride in that with Deeper, you have a professional echo sounder at your disposal that you can take it anywhere. You can get all the details that actually that boat sonar gives you. You can see all what kind of bottom there is, soft or hard, the contour, all vegetation, all the fish, and pretty much everything what's happening from the top of the water to the bottom and a little bit beneath. And yeah, so pretty much the level of detail you receive. Actually, and I took a note in some competitors, and I noticed that some of them pretty much they making you choose between marking the fish or scanning for bottom. You cannot do the both, so I was quite surprised and shocked. Because why you cannot do both? Because that's pretty much essence.
That makes no
you're
sense.
Actually, looking for a bottom contour, then you see, okay, there's a nice structure. Probably there should be some fish, and actually there's a fish. You'll see the fish. So yeah, it was for me surprising why they're not showing that, and even more I was surprised when they said that they don't have history. As I believe Catfish said, he loves that he can bring back to his buddies, actually show what's happening, what was there in fishing. So yeah, that and altogether everything that's put together, we worked hard to actually make a high-end device, not sparing any expense on anything. And yeah, I would say in that way, it's pretty much you get what you pay for. Yeah. And as we company declare ourselves that you pretty much have to pay only once for Deeper. You buy a device, you have it, and then you get regular updates on your software because it's constantly developing. There's few guys actually working day in, day out to actually make it better. And actually, we update our hardware as well. So the most people don't know that one. So pretty much
Lukas, I'm gonna.
So we're getting a service package also with the hardware for life.
You're talking IT stuff.
I know.
We're easy, Phil.
What do you mean by
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. You're going to give me a stroke.
Other companies would charge you for some of those software updates and those hardware updates because then that's like giving you a whole new product. Deeper's saying you buy our product.
We'll take care of you.
We take care of you.
Yeah, very much. We put in customers first, so they would be happy all the time. So yeah, if anything new comes up, if it's possible to update through software and hardware, it will happen, and you'll just have to download sometimes maybe more data from through your internet, so you can actually update the hardware. But that's pretty much it.
Small price to pay.
We won't charge you for updates on your product because we're trying to make it as cutting edge and the best technology on the market all the time. So yeah.
One thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
One thing you mentioned, Lukas, was that you get what you pay for. And I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one because I'm probably the cheapest guy at the table here when it comes to
I'm surprised what
money.
It costs.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
When you showed me yours, I was like, what, 1,200? Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, was not even close, So I think you, in this case, you're getting more than what you pay for. Now, I'm not encouraging you to raise your price there.
Yeah, please don't do that.
That's we strict with our price. It is as you see on the
it's very reasonable.
Yeah, it's a great price for all you get. It's amazing.
What he's saying is you wouldn't have him as a customer if it was more money. But
because he's cheap.
Because he's so cheap.
But you really found the great balance there between price and functionality there. So, what are the other products that Deeper offers?
Well, at this moment, actually, these are 3 sonars that we offer. Also, 3 different accessories like flexible arm for your boat and kayak fishing.
I have that. I like that. Yeah. I already installed that on my kayak. I love it.
It looks cool in there
great.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one also have a night fishing cover for night fishing, well, quite obviously. And we have smartphone mounts, so we noticed that it's quite odd actually. Sometimes I hold the smartphone in your hand and rod in your other one, so we just combine them together so you can mount it on your rod and just have it free, hands free, pretty much screen. Yeah, so
that's pretty sweet.
Do you have one of those catfish?
And there's also new product that our R&D are working it's a Deeper Smart Lock for bicycles, and it ought to be released this year. It's also high-end smart technology for securing your bicycles.
Are you tempting Catfish to run his bike into the lake?
Yeah. It's very possible that might happen.
You could.
I don't know if I'm tempting or not. I haven't decided this yet.
It doesn't take much for him to do crazy stuff. So if he use your bike,
I wouldn't run the lock itself is actually for security. So I don't think that running into the lake is the best idea. But go have fun.
Don't tell us it can't be done.
Well, Lukas, our fish.
I'm not telling you.
Since you've made. Since you guys have believed in us and let us join your heroes group, fishing season is officially starting here where we live. We didn't have an ice season. We had too mild of a winter to have ice. We were really stoked to get out and use the Deeper system on the ice. Unfortunately, we never had an ice season this year with a warm winter. But
about 4 days of ice.
Yeah. This year here, fishing's turning on this past week. So. You guys may get tired of seeing our ugly mugs. We're sending you some pictures over there of how amazing this system works because we can't wait to use it this year.
You better add another server
Yeah. We've been known to take a picture or two.
Our issues the servers or anything. So if you want to just keep them coming.
So, does the system work in salt water, Lukas?
Yeah, it works in both.
You didn't tell me that.
There we go. So
just a quick note. Actually, if you do run in salt water, you just have to wash it off with fresh water after use. Just avoid anything going for the plastic or anything, and especially you notice there's two metal bits contacts at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is for detecting water, because Deeper turns on only once it hits the water. If you take it out, dry it off, these contacts, pretty much within 5 seconds, it switch off just to save the battery. So these must be clean all the time. So with salt water, it might be an issue. So just make sure it's always clean. But you can use it.
This thing is too smart.
I was just going to say, this is a smart sonar.
Well, I wonder where we get the idea.
Yeah.
it's not just a clever name.
Man, good idea, Stevie.
Great things do come in small packages.
I don't.
Actually, this Stevie is a lot of a deeper dude than I realized.
Yeah. This isn't amazing. It's amazing. Here's the thing. I don't like to use junk. I don't like to use things I don't believe in. There are, products in the world that I've tried for hunting and fishing before and have given them away. But you're going to have to pry this thing out of my cold, dead hands because I ain't getting it back.
That's good.
You're going to bury me with it.
Oh, yeah.
So I can find fish in heaven.
I just want to put one on you. That way I can check and make sure you're still down there.
Yeah. You're going to use it to find my bike.
So what do you think, Catfish? Should we take this to the bay on Monday?
Yes, I would like to take this striper fishing on Monday, absolutely. And I'll bring the special rod to cast it with. Not that you need one, but it's a pretty slick rod. It's
nice.
It's my new deeper casting rod.
If you're feeling real crazy, Catfish, you can bring the drone.
The one with 85-pound line, yeah?
Yeah, the one with 80-pound braid on it, yeah. I gotta beat your record, Lukas.
All right. Okay. Well, I was casting my deeper with 12-pound braid.
Oh, man.
You're brave.
Yeah.
But you can get another one really quick.
I know the product, so. Yeah.
I know
altogether.
You know a guy, right?
I can hear Lukas now. Oh, I snapped another one off. They'll find it downriver somewhere.
Nah, it doesn't run like this. If I snag it, pretty much I'll go for a swim.
Yeah, no.
I would be too, yeah.
But it shouldn't break anyways, yeah. It's what, I know it's 100 grams, but in America it's not grams, is it? So
it's about 3.5 ounces.
Yeah, so for me I'm still getting used to all these conversions because I was brought up with metric systems, so for me it's
our gummy worms weigh more than that.
We're still getting used to the measuring too. Yeah, nothing converts easy over here.
Yeah, but it is light, so I don't know why you need 80-pound braid, but go for it.
Because we're Americans and that's what we do.
Way
overkill.
Okay, good to know.
Overkill.
Hey, Lukas, we've talked a lot about business. Let's get a little bit. What is recreationally? Is fishing a big sport, a big recreational activity in Lithuania?
Actually, it is really big, I would say. We see that there are fishermen and all that. They're pretty much even from the school. How to put it? From school age, everybody goes for a fish, like fishing weekends and all that kind of stuff. So everybody's enjoying their fishing. And by sales of deeper, actually, Lithuania is 3 million population country. Mm-hmm. So I reckon Pennsylvania has higher population than we do as a nation.
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
so but
we got that in Philly.
Yeah.
There you go. So, but by the sales of deeper and enthusiasts of using them, Lithuania still remains top 5, I believe, in sales.
Wow. So
we ship to 50 countries, and most 97% of our sales are export anyway. So Lithuania is putting up with the fight here.
Yeah,
that's great.
What's your favorite thing to fish for, Lukas? What kind of species do you like to fish for?
I'll be completely honest with you. I returned to fishing only when I start working for Deeper. Because
No kidding.
I was fishing as a kid with my granddad, but we used to go for like bobber fishing, and it's really boring for me because you just sit there and watch the bobbers. Like, nah, I need some activity. So when I start working with Deeper with colleagues, I start going for spin fishing. It's great fun. And we go usually for like pike and perch. It's most popular fishes here.
So your grandfather wasn't smart enough for you?
No, well, Lukas was sitting on the bank and he was like, "What a stupid bobber! I hate watching this thing. Let's make a smart bobber.
We need something smarter."
Yeah, probably. Well, altogether, I was like 10 years old. So can you imagine 10-year-old who's a bit hyperactive, sitting on the bank at 5 a.m. watching a bobber? It's like, I'm surprised I was doing that.
He just had a flashback.
Hey, Pappy, what's your Wi-Fi password?
But my granddad is still fishing. Actually, I got him Deeper for Christmas. He just loves it.
That's awesome.
We would love to see a picture here at Rut and River of your granddaddy fishing with the Deeper. We'll post that. I'd like to see that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'll make sure to organize something.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's now pikes for us is finished, so maybe next month. But I'll get you. I'll show you.
We got time, bud. You like I said earlier before we started, you got 8 new best friends. So
for life, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem.
Life.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Don't be shocked if we just show up in Lithuania knocking on the door going, should we call first? I'm sorry. We should have called. Yeah. we should have called first.
We should have called. We'll call when we're 10 minutes out.
Where'd you say these pike are?
Yeah, it's absolutely
Call your grandpappy.
Now we have to make sure that it happens.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else you'd like to cover, Lukas? We plowed through a lot of ground here really quick. Anything else about Deeper that we missed?
Well, as you say, it's actually quite a lot to speak about Deeper, so it's hard to know what I've missed, what we didn't miss. But it's in short what we take pride in, that actually it is versatile sonar, and I believe it's the only portable sonar on the market that actually can do bathymetric mapping of the shore with Pro Plus. So we're quite proud in that, being pioneers in systems. And it's altogether, I would say it's like Deeper is like buying a luxury car. It's like if you never used it, you will never know how good it is.
Right.
So if you're always driving your old car, like Volkswagen Golf or anything, it is a good car. You'll get where you need to go. Pretty much it will do its job. But if you ever sit in like Mercedes-Benz or something, you'll see the difference. So I would say it's pretty much when you use the Deeper, you'll see the difference from other portable sonars, and you will never want to go back.
So
pretty much.
Where can people purchase Deeper?
Well, Deeper is sold at Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, Academy, Amazon, of course. I believe also they're sold on Walmart online stores and many other like local independent stores. And actually, we on the subject of the stores, that Deeper 3.0, the Bluetooth version, actually now is being sold with a discount on Cabela stores and Amazon, so you can get it now even cheaper than before. So it's a good start to smart fishing, I would say.
That's awesome. And I think we got ours through Dick's.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah. Yep.
I know. I looked at them at Dick's.
There's some exciting news coming up. Go ahead.
There's a lot of Dick's in our area.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah. We're gonna.
I'm gonna lay off of that one.
Sporting goods.
Lukas is gonna be. You're gonna be in Florida coming up here. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed. We with Deeper actually coming to ICAST show in July.
That's super exciting.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. And altogether, also in July, we'll be in Outdoor Retailers show in Utah. So if anybody wants to hear more about Deeper, or actually just play with it, so drop by at the shows and you'll have a chance to meet us, to chat with us, and actually try the Deeper out.
Would this be your first time ever across the pond?
For myself, no. I actually been to U.S. A couple of years ago. Actually, been in a camp in South Carolina and New York.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm familiar with with that side of the pond. So yeah.
Hopefully next year you guys are able to make it to the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, which is right around the corner here from us.
We are working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
These guys would clean up.
It is on to-do list, actually. So yeah.
Yeah, we spend 10 days there.
Well.
So
Yeah.
If that happens, we'll put something together. We'll do a podcast at your booth or something.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Your Hero Pro staff will be here in the backyard for you.
absolutely.
Real quick, Lukas. This is just me and you talking brother to brother now.
Not us.
Yeah.
Let me turn our headphones
You guys look away.
All right.
For Lukas,
We literally looked away.
you sent me like an amazing Heroes shirt. And thank you very much. But I don't believe that your sizes are the same sizes that my sizes are.
It looked good on you. It didn't look good on Kyle.
You're not the first to see that.
Yeah,
It looked great on me. What are you?
it was a little tight.
A little. No, it's called form fitting.
Yeah,
It was performance wear.
It was performance wear.
not that I'm kicking the gift horse in the mouth, but you made me inspire me to lose a few pounds.
Well, if I only inspire you to do something better, I'm happy with it.
There you go.
There you go.
The shirt is awesome. Thanks, bub. We appreciate it. It's
No problem.
and it's black and orange, so we love it even more.
Yeah, it matches our colors.
That was Stevie's design.
Yeah, that was in the chip. Black and orange.
Yeah.
Straight from the download.
Lacey asked me if Deeper was going to make a pink bobber smart system soon. I said, I don't know.
For ladies.
They're on the podcast. You should get up and come talk to them.
It's
Nice.
something to consider. I'll have to
The pink bobber.
mention that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just think
You'll
about
just
it,
have
Stevie.
to think about it.
You don't even have to say it. Just think it.
Yeah, okay. I have to make sure what pink bobber is actually. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, just the sonar system itself, instead of being the black casing, it'd be a pink plastic casing on it for the girls. That's all. You know,
Okay. Well, we can use that.
And you could probably
take
charge
that or leave it.
You could
whatever.
probably charge $10 more, and the ladies would buy it.
you would. You could make it pink and charge $15 more, and every girl would buy it.
Yeah.
Accessorize.
I'd even buy
Accessorize
it.
the pink. Yeah. Kyle likes pink.
Princess Kyle.
Well, it's a pretty color after all.
It is a pretty color.
Pretty.
Well, we're getting a
Charming.
little off topic here. Lucas,
well.
how can people learn more about the Deeper system?
Yeah, you can find on our website, which is deepersonar.com. We have all the videos, all the explanations, all the technical data there, and contact chat also. So
And
yeah, you can find it there.
and the app is available on all Android and iOS devices, correct?
Yeah, it's free to download actually, so everybody can download it to see how it looks like. And there's also some features that you use even if you don't have Deeper. There's like lunar calendar.
Yep.
Solar and lunar calendar. I can say both at the same time. Sorry. So yeah,
Neither
it's
can
pretty
I.
much-
It was a good track.
Yeah. It's a calendar that actually shows up the best times for your fishing. You can have your own notes, picking up with GPS coordinates and weather reports and everything like that. Camera, maps. So yeah, as I also mentioned, the weather reports. So all that you can have even if you don't have it Deeper. So
And-
you just use it for your fishing.
Nice.
What about the new software for the computer? How do we download that?
Yeah, so Lakebook, you don't have to download anything actually. You just go to your browser and you enter maps.deepersonar.com without any W's or anything like that, and it will pop up. Then you just log in with your Deeper account, which you signed into your Deeper app, and then you'll see everything what's there. But fair to point out that it is live, but we're still working on it. There's some bugs that we have to fix before. So if anything's wrong there, just let us know and we'll work on it.
That's awesome. And again, I just have to remind everybody, this company's 5 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're just
Scratching the surface.
Knocking it out of the park.
It's amazing. Yeah.
yeah, very cool. And your social media properties, is it all just deeper? Or
Yeah, if I remember, just go Deeper Sonar and you'll see it, or just Deeper. I believe it's just Deeper.
Deeper on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Deeper on Facebook. Yeah, the page that has like 180,000 followers. So yeah,
There's quite a bit.
It's hard to miss. So yeah, you can go there. You'll see we constantly sharing some photos of our Deeper users who love sharing their photos, so you can see actually Deeper in action.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Lukas, we'd like to thank you very much for taking a few minutes here with us today. You're our first international guest, so
Congrats.
we appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, you should feel really happy about that.
Oh, man, yeah.
I am. Who said I'm not happy? I'm overjoyed here.
That's great.
It's not every day you can speak with America on Saturday. So, it's awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool. Thank you so much, man.
It's not every day that we wake up early to talk to a guy from Lithuania either. So.
No, it's a first for me.
We super appreciate it, Bum. Thank you much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Lucas.
Thank
no
you,
problem.
Lucas.
Thanks for having me. It was great fun. Thanks.
Hey,
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, guys, where can they find us?
They can find us on iTunes, Castbox, Stitcher. You can find us on the World Wide Web at the Rut and River Pursuits podcast. You can also find us on Facebook.
The World Wide Web at www.rutandriverpursuits.com.
That'd be it.
Rutandriverpursuits.com.
Yes, sir. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That's good. And then follow us individually, as Ryan likes to say, on Instagram to see all the most amazing updated photos from Uncle Buck and Steve.
At Steve Miser, all one word.
At R2 Buck.
At R2 Buck.
And please remember, if you do give us a review on iTunes, I will read that review on the podcast.
We haven't yet, but there's 2 that we need to do.
We do need to do that.
And keep an eye out this week. We're going to be releasing this in a couple days, right? So,
this will be. We'll have a couple this week. So
by then, there'll be some deeper photos of Steve and Uncle Catfish
catching
using
monster
them on the bay.
stripers.
Yeah.
Hopefully catching 50-inch plusers.
All right, guys.
Go check Deeper out.
Yeah,
Good
check 'em
products.
Give them a check. Thanks, guys.
Later.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Rut and River Pursuits podcast. Follow the R2 Pro staff by searching Rut and River Pursuits on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Until the next episode, we need to see you in the outdoors.